Hi, as someone who shares about painting, I will explain this painting in more detail, focusing on the technical elements that I have shown, overview and theme. This is an interesting landscape painting, clearly showing the autumn theme with warm colors and a peaceful natural setting. The painting focuses on a winding river, surrounded by rows of trees with changing leaves, with a small house nestled on the bank and snow-capped mountains in the distance. This is a popular and relaxing choice of theme, showing that you have a love for the beauty of nature. Composition analysis. The composition of the painting is quite well constructed. The river acts as a strong visual path, leading the viewer's eye from the foreground deep into the painting, creating a sense of depth and space. The large tree in the left corner of the foreground not only creates a focal point, but also helps balance the overall composition. The layered arrangement of elements, foreground with trees and riverbank, midground with river and lower trees, background with mountains, creates a distinct three-dimensional space. Color and lighting. The color palette I used is very suitable for the autumn theme. The yellow, orange, red and brown tones blend and transition harmoniously, giving a warm and vibrant feeling typical of autumn. The use of the blue of the river and the white of the mountain tops creates an interesting contrast, making the warm tones stand out more. The light in the painting seems to come from the back left, which is shown by the soft shadows on the tree trunks and the ground. The treatment of light has created a space with depth and liveliness for the scene. Technique and brushwork. On a closer look, you can see that I have used many layers of color to create thickness and richness in the foliage. The brushwork is quite free, especially in the leaves, creating a natural and unconstrained feeling. In the tree trunk, I tried to show the rough texture of the bark. The river water surface is shown with soft horizontal strokes, creating a sense of tranquility. Thinking about color, I always try to find ways to coordinate colors to create a harmonious and warm space. Composition. You need to apply the basic principles of composition to create a balanced and deep painting. Expressing space, I always aim to create the illusion of space on a flat surface. Contrast. You can try to increase the contrast between light and dark areas in certain areas to further highlight details and create stronger accents. For example, you can make the shadow under the tree more obvious or brighten some patches of leaves that are illuminated by the light. Foreground details. Although I have detailed the foliage, for a more dramatic effect, you can try adding some smaller details in the foreground that are closer to the viewer. such as blades of grass, rocks, or fallen leaves, to add realism and depth to this layer of the scene. More varied brushwork. You can experiment with different brushwork to create more varied effects. For example, use dotted or scribbled strokes to represent leaves, or use a brush to create texture on bark or ground. Background colors to create a sense of greater distance for the mountains. You can use lighter tones that tend to be a little more ghostly than the objects, closer to them. If you have any specific questions about painting techniques, or want me to focus on a certain aspect of the painting, don't hesitate to ask.